Cute face, slim waist, the big behind.
Someone who exudes confidence, it's very attractive.
If they're not fat.
Pretty face, nice body.
5'6", kind of athletically built.
Being thin.
Just be pretty, I mean, like, let's be honest.
Yeah. Body and personality.
Like for girls, like thin.
I have a banging body, and that'll be beautiful.
But I think most of it is confidence.
Definitely a slender figure.
I think a woman is beautiful if she's confident and she feels like she's beautiful.
You'll look younger, smaller, lighter, fuller, tighter, thinner, softer. It really works.
What does advertising tell us today about women? It tells us, just as it did 10 and 20 and 30 years ago, that what's most important about women is how we look.
As time has gone on, women have become more and more obsessed with how they look as they strive to reach the ideal body type. There is so much pressure from the media and society to conform to this ideal that the media presents to us on the TV, in magazines, and on billboards. These images become so familiar to us that we begin to think it's what's normal. We become preoccupied with how we look and what our body size is. Sophie has a hard time coping. In the 1940s and 50s, the ideal body was the hourglass figure. Women who were thin, with a large bust line, were considered beautiful. What today might be considered voluptuous or plus size was the ideal that women such as Marilyn Monroe and Elizabeth Taylor set the standard at. In the 1960s, for the first time in history, underweight women became the standard when Twiggy Lawson became a popular model. Dieting became a phenomenon. Some considered this time the beginning of the end. With the 1970s and 80s came the idea that women could change their natural shape. Models were slim and toned. This new athletic look was popular because women were beginning to participate in sports and regular exercise. At this time, there was a large increase in the amount of diet and exercise articles in the media. In the 1990s, women were trying to be skinny at any cost, with women like Kate Moss looking as skinny as ever with no real shape to her body.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I would say probably that if you're in good shape, I'm going to be more attracted to you than if you're not in good shape.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
I believe in inner beauty. Actually, I feel like if you can talk to somebody, that's all the beauty you need.
Sometimes, I mean, there's like a difference between being fat and being thick.
I think that some people look good with weight, others don't.
Yes, definitely.
People need to be a healthy weight, but if you are above the healthy weight, I think it definitely detracts from your just like physical well-being, and I think that takes away from beauty.
Today in the 2000s, the ideal body shape is women like Jessica Alba and Gisele Bündchen. The perfect body is still skinny, but with a large cup size, something that is almost impossible for women to attain without surgery. Women are supposed to be thin, yet physically fit, but not too muscular. With this emphasis of ultra-thin as the ideal, women have become dissatisfied and frustrated. In 2004, it was estimated that 80% of women were dissatisfied with their bodies. This is because women are comparing themselves to an unnatural body type. They work hard to trim down areas of their bodies that make them female, such as their bellies, hips, thighs, and underarms. The fact is that only 2% of American women are as thin as the fashion models portrayed in the media.
Yet the U.S. continues to spend $40 billion in the diet industry every year. Women are under the impression that if they work hard, eat right, and diet correctly, they can attain this ideal body because that's what the media makes them believe. The media targets women, knowing how self-conscious many already are. However, many of these images they are comparing themselves to are airbrushed and fixed so that the ideal and reality are two totally different things. Today, the curvier figure appears to be fighting back. In September, Glamour magazine made a statement by featuring a plus-size model in their magazine. People were overjoyed to finally see a woman with curves and rolls. The magazine questioned, "With all the six-packs out there, do you even know what a normal belly looks like anymore, other than the one you see in the mirror?" Women are fighting back against the unrealistic ideal featured all over the media. 96% of women agreed that being healthy is very important to them. In fact, on average, women consume 344 more calories per day than they did in 1974. Women's obsession over weight has greatly been affected by the media. Even though what we constantly see on billboards and ads isn't realistic, it's what women strive for and compare themselves to. Without knowing it, we are all affected by the media around us and our society's constant obsession with the ideal weight.
If the media continues in this direction, what will be the effect on the next generation?